snowing again. It's March 9th. Most of the stuff was melted. Well, not in the yards, but on the roads and along the sides of the roads, it was all melted. You'll notice the road's a little bit more bouncy. That's from something called frost heaves. As it starts to thaw out, it makes all these bumps and ridges and other assorted, I don't know what you would call them, road hazards all over the place. Let's get up this hill. We're only supposed to get possibly an inch or two, so it's not going to be a lot of snow today. And I figured I'd give you March 9th, 2022. Jeez, 2022 already. Finally got our masks off. Last week, I believe, was the first time on Wednesday. So it's been a week now since we've been mask-free. I have to tell you, it's wonderful. I don't know how we managed all that time with those masks. I figured out what everybody's face looked like at work. I haven't seen them in so long. Anyway, we're not ever getting political here. And just wanted to show you this nice country drive in a light snow. If you've watched any of my other driving videos for Greenfield Center, Saratoga Springs, New York, Saratoga County, and you probably recognize this run. I am a school bus driver, and this is my route to work. Oh, by the way, gas has been at $4.49 for yesterday. Let's see what to say, Wednesday, yesterday, and the end of Monday. But at least it stopped going up. Starting in the middle of last week, I think it was around Wednesday or Thursday, it was going up a little bit every single day, and sometimes twice, 3 times a day. So you know they're gouging you, because there's no way they got 2 or 3 deliveries on the same day and it jumped up that high. They were just looking to make some profits, that's my guess. Of course, I don't know it as a matter of fact, but I never saw any gas trucks there. And I went by that same gas station 3 times that day. I ended up getting gas last Friday, so that would be 5 days ago, at a gas station, Cumberland Farms. They give me 10 cents off per gallon because I have the Cumberland Farms Smart Pay card. So I always get 10 cents off a gallon at Cumberland Farms. Well, their rate was $3.19. $3? Yeah, like that just sounds crazy. How about $4.19? Oh, the Canadian geese are on the other side. By the time I swing the camera over, you won't see it. Did you see the cow go by? Anyway, $4.19, so I paid $4.09 a gallon with my 10 cents off. And that same gas station is at $4.43 today, and I believe that's without my 10 cents off. It's just crazy. I'm thinking twice about everywhere I go. Sunday I needed to run to the store and get some salad mix to make for my husband's lunches for the week. And I thought, you know what? That's a lot of gas just to run up there and back for one thing. I had enough salad to make it for one day, and I just figured, well, when I go to work Monday, I'll just stop on my way home, because it's only a few blocks out of the way coming home from work. But for my house, it's 11 minutes each way of a drive, because I'm out in the middle of nowhere, as you can see by looking. Oops, bouncy, bouncy. Let's see, anything else? I guess that's it. I'll just be nice and quiet for a few minutes. I'm going to try to be nice and quiet for a few minutes. I'm not real good at that. Actually, it might be boring just to look. Gray skies. You see a lot of gray skies during the winter in the Northeast, the great Northeast. The ground is wet because it's 29 degrees. So the ground is warm because it's been warm over the last few days. It's been in the 40s. 4 days ago, it was 60 degrees on Sunday. Saturday rained all day, but it was in the 40s. So the ground is warmer than the air. That's why the ground is wet in most places. Snow is sticking in some areas. I don't know why it sticks there, but not above it or below it. I have no idea on that one. It's crazy, huh? Some spots you see there's just snow on the road, and others there's none. So you don't really know what the rhyme or reason is to it. But at least it gives you some free stuff. American flag, some bird going across. I don't think you saw it. I don't know what kind of bird it is. I can't tell. I don't think it's a hawk because it doesn't fly funky. Have you ever noticed that hawks seem to fly funky? They don't have nice, smooth flapping. It's kind of erratic. Kind of like what you think a bat would do. Well, at least the hawks in this area. There's also an eagle around here. I've seen him several times. Maybe not the same one, but probably the same one. I don't think there's a big eagle population up here, but there could be. It might be nice if we could see some deer, because a lot of times deer will be crossing the road, especially on days like this where it's overcast all day. Because deer usually move during sunrise and sunset times. So when it's overcast like this, I don't know if it tricks them into thinking it's sunrise and sunset all day, or if they just don't want to be out in the bright sunlight. I don't really know what the deal is with deer. But a lot of times I'll see them cross here, 3 or 4 sometimes turkeys. I'm not sure if I uploaded any of those videos. I usually send those to my brother. But I think I'll throw a couple on there under the shorts. Why not, right? And for those of you that watch my metal detecting videos, if you are watching this video, this one isn't really for my metal detector viewers. You're obviously more than welcome to watch it. If you are watching, I think that's awesome. But it's not really for that. It's just for people that want to drive in the snow or see what it's like in this area in upstate New York. I don't know if you can see the creek to the bottom right. I don't dare move the camera. Cemetery off to the left. I want to move the camera again. We're just watching this side of the road. Maybe on the way home we'll do the other side if it's still snowing. If you're following my trail, Johnny, Farmer John, this is the intersection of North Milton Road and Route 29. I'm crossing over, if I can get over. I'll have to wait a second, this other guy. Oh, I should have went. Oh well. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? Whole bunch of them coming, only 4. This is traffic, major traffic here in this area. So as you can see, there's really not a whole lot of traffic. They're just well spaced. I don't want to wait any longer. Yeah, a lot of times I'll see turkey or deer here. In fact, just a couple days ago, 4 of them crossed my path when I was on the phone with my dad. So I'll slow down in case they're out again. If you look off to the right into the snow, a lot of times you'll see trails that are from deer. It looks like a walking path. This is where the deer were yesterday. I haven't seen any today. 4, was it yesterday? No, I think it was Monday. 4 of them crossed my path. I was gonna get the camera out, but it's like, well, you know, by the time you get it out, they're gone, or somebody pulls up behind you, and then you got to move on anyway. You see the sign that says Grand Avenue. We have a jogger over here. That's nuts, huh? Well, I guess if you're into jogging. Well, I can't talk about this metal detecting if I wasn't working, so I got it bad. Some more snow on the road. And where I work, it's a split shift, so I come in the morning and work half of my shift, then I go home for a couple hours, then I come back and work the other half of my shift. I have to tell you, with the gas prices like this, that's a lot. A couple of people at work don't go home now. They just stay there. They sit out in their cars or in the lounge or whatever, but that's a long time to sit around and just wait to go back to work. Gas is so expensive right now. It's crazy to go home, especially unless you live close enough. I consider it close enough, but I'm really a 14-minute drive each way from work. So if you count it going back and forth twice a day, that's an hour I'm spending commuting. That's a lot of gas. I told one of my coworkers that it'd be nice if work would comp us a tank of gas every week to make up for doing a double trip to work. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Not happening. I'll wait for this car. Oh, and he's turning. Okay, so now we're done waiting. But it is pretty driving like this. It'd be nice if it was 70 degrees. It could snow at 70 degrees. So that way it would melt quick. And then you wouldn't be cold all day. This is a nice area. This is what we're looking for in Florida. We're looking for a Greenfield Center in Florida. Nice little country town. So right now we've switched from St. Augustine. We're no longer doing St. Augustine. Now we're looking down at the Sebastian area. Vero Beach, Sebastian. I'm trying to remember what the name of the cities are there because we just switched. We've been doing St. Augustine for 2 years. So I know that area very well by Google, not in person. And now I don't know the cities, towns, or villages around Sebastian. I know there's Vero Beach. And I think, Yeehaw Junction, which is, I think it was 45 minutes to the east of Sebastian. And that's what we were looking at. But we could only find 2 homes for sale out in Yeehaw Junction. But we love the name. It's country. And it turns out that it has a famous intersection there, 4-way. Where a tractor trailer apparently crashed into a landmark they had on the corner. I can't remember the name of it because I only heard about it once now. But that's interesting. This is one of my favorite roads to go on. It's twisty, it's curvy, it's hilly. Do you see deer on it on occasion? In the summer, it's completely covered in the shade because you have the trees lining both sides of the road very close. It's a 30-mile-an-hour road, so people aren't flying down it. It's just nice, and it's very pretty. My favorite time of year is late spring when everything's blooming and the mud's gone. There's a beautiful pond off to the right. I don't think you can see it. Sometime I'm going to wear my GoPro when we're doing this. Maybe the head thing's probably too tall. I'm not sure how I'll do it. We'll figure it out because I do want you to see the scenery. It's really nice off to the side, but I just can't keep moving the phone back and forth because then I drop it. You know, you've been there, you've seen those videos. Drop the phone, whoops. My phone has such limited space, I don't edit these videos. You get what you get. It's not live, but if it were live, it's not edited, put it that way. So if anything happens during the drive, you're gonna see it. There's another area, mostly snow. There's a little, not sidewalk, but path on the side of the road there. Kind of a nature path. Some spots do have an actual paved sidewalk or cement sidewalk, but most of it's just dirt. You know, a path that people have made over the years walking up and down the road. Turn you just a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit. Very pretty. The snow does look pretty on everything. My favorite is when we get the freezing rain and it clings to every little tiny branch and leaf and I don't know what you call it on the palm trees. Needles, not palm. We don't have palm trees. Pine trees. The needles. And the sun, when it gets in the sunlight, it just sparkles like little diamonds and crystals all over. It's so beautiful. It's hazardous to walk on, but it sure is beautiful to look at. And of course it's cold. Really cold. You can only enjoy it outside for a little while, especially if you get wet from touching any of it. This is the industrial area. There's actually a park that's in the frame right now. It has one of those splash pools, which I like. It's nice on a hot day when you're out there. Just go get wet real quick. But this is the industrial area. There's plants. I'm not sure if they call them plants. I don't know what they call them. There's a magazine place on the left that's called Quad Graphics. Right across is a place called, what is that called? I think it's still Universal Foods. It used to be General Foods and it changed to Universal Foods, so I'm assuming it still is. So on the right now is Universal Foods, that's what I'll call it. On the left is Quad Graphics. They're magazine printers. I don't know about newspaper, but magazine printers. Straight ahead after the railroad tracks on the right-hand side is a chemical company, Slack Chemical. No idea what they do or make. On the left, first thing you come to is the Ryder Garage, I'll call it. They have the Ryder trucks there, so I'm not sure what exactly they do, trucking of some type. And then is my bus garage, the school bus garage for Saratoga Springs City School District. And then past us is American Eagle Beverage, I believe it's called. They just moved in not too long ago. You've got Leonard Bus Sales down at the end. There's quite a few things out here. It's all industrial, so you don't want a house out here. Tractor trailers going all day long, buses going most of the day. Well, twice a day. 2 different shifts, in and out, then in and out. Okay, I've arrived at work, so it's time for me to let you go. Did you see the mailbox? It looks like a school bus. I think that's pretty funny. I have one of the earlier afternoon shifts at 1 o'clock. Most of them come in between 1:30 and 2. Mine's a little earlier than that. That's why there's hardly anyone here. Not to mention we have a bus driver shortage. In fact, when I left today, one of the management people said to me, make sure you come back this afternoon. He said, bring friends if you got some. We're so short on bus drivers. All right, so that's it. I'm here. I'm parking my spot. You can go with me for the parking because I need my hand. And that was that wonderful trip. I hope you enjoyed it.